Welcome back to the Euro Roundup, where we take a look at all the European fixtures from around Europe. Pato, how's your weekend?
You said Europe an awful lot there, but my weekend was good. I saw Black Panther, I cooked ribs, it was a good one.
That sounds like decent. I, in the end, went home, saw the fam, played with my dad. Dad still got
schooled.
55, yeah, nutted me a couple of times, but whatever. Anyway, our first winner, Patrick, who is it and who's it from?
Atletico Madrid from at Friday 27. They beat Atletico Bilbao 2-0, probably in the pick of the weekend's fixtures, which says a lot about how bad the games were this weekend. They're still 7 points behind Barcelona, but they've got 4 wins on the bounce, and they've lost just once all season. That was to Espanyol. In fact, they've conceded 9 times in the league. 9 times in the league by February. That is absolutely bananas. They've had a clean sheet at half-time in 22 of their La Liga games this season. Now, what that shows me is that they're better in the first half than the second half, but that is absolutely staggering. It's the best mark of any side in Europe's top 5 leagues. And their forwards continue to just about get the job done. Gamero scored from a Griezmann assist. Griezmann has actually assisted Gamero's last 3 goals in La Liga, but they only got that goal on 70 minutes, and they only made the match safe right at the death, pretty much. Diego Costa got his first goal in 3 league games. So they are pretty much preventing sides from scoring, but they're taking a while to make the breakthrough themselves. Dominant in this match, though. 60% of the possession, that's 12% more than they normally have. 14 shots with 4 on target, whereas Athletic Club failed to test Oblak even once. But aside from Gamero, who got that goal and he got an assist for Costas, the real star was in the centre of the park, and it wasn't one of the usual suspects, was it?
No, it wasn't Koke, it wasn't Saul, was not Gabby, it was Thomas Partey, who, to put it quite frank, was everywhere. Partey made 17 recoveries in the game, his highest tally in a competitive game for Atletico Madrid. He also made 6 tackles with 100% success rate and made 4 interceptions. And he was the hub of midfield for Atletico Madrid. He had the most touches on the pitch and made the most passes. Add to the fact he then made 2 dribbles completed and a shot on target to go with it. It was insane. The man is only 24 years old and has started the last 2 games for his club. And given his form, we'll expect him to play in the game against Copenhagen in the Europa League as well. However, Rocky Blancos have a big game coming up. They've got Barcelona at the Nou Camp in the beginning of March. We want to know, can Atletico Madrid do the unthinkable and catch up with the Catalans in the league? Let us know with a poll up there.
They can't.
We go on to our first loser, and it's Udinese at the suggestion of @Maddie_CHH. And it's because they stayed 10th in Serie A after a 2-0 loss to Roma. It now means Udinese have won just 1 league game from 7 in 2018, winning 1, drawing 3 and losing 3. And it's difficult times for manager Massimo Oddo, who had won the first 5 of his 6 games in charge since he took over in November. Meanwhile, Roma have now won 3 on the bounce after a consecutive run of 6 games in the Serie A without a win, again drawing 3 and losing 3 as well. However, 20-year-old Turkish forward Cengiz Ünder is the difference maker here. He scored to put Roma 1-0 up on the 70th minute before Perotti made it safe in the 90th. Ünder now has 4 goals and 1 assist in his last 3 Serie A appearances, having produced nothing for his previous 14. However, he now has a goal involvement every 145 minutes, better than Edin Dzeko this season, who has won every 154 minutes. But, Patrick, how good is he compared to the old Egyptian winger, Mohamed Salah?
Yeah, well, we were wondering if he might be a good replacement for him. He's obviously a dynamic kind of wide forward, can play as an attacking mid, can play up front as well. And so we compared his numbers this season to Mo Salah's last season. Now, Ünder, a little kind of warning here, he's only played about 700 minutes in Serie A, but so far, very promising stuff. 2 chances created a game. Salah was making 2.6 last season. 3.5 shots a game, Salah did 3 last season. 2 inside the box, Salah had 2.2 inside the box last season. And actually dribbling, he's vastly superior. 2 dribbles with 70% success rate. Last season, Salah was completing 1.3 dribbles with 55% success. So at the age of 20 as well, you know, he's got 4 or 5 years to get up to Salah's standards. Really, really promising. And the other thing that I think needs to be noted about Roma is how good their defence has been. Because of Napoli and Juventus, and we'll come on to them in a bit, their defence has not got the plaudits it deserved. They've conceded 19 goals in 25 Serie A games. That means 0.76 goals conceded a game, which is roughly the same as Man City in the Premier League. This was their 11th clean sheet in the league this season. But things are going to get a bit tougher going forward. They've got Shakhtar away in the Champions League on Wednesday. Then they've got Milan, I think, also away. And then they've got Napoli at home. So a rough run of fixtures coming up. But we'd probably back them to make the Champions League. Udinese, meanwhile, trips to Sampdoria and Juve in the next 3 weeks. So that 10th spot could get a little bit dicey. What do you think is going to happen? Where will Udinese finish? Where will Roma finish? Let us know in the comments below. Our next winner comes from @StephenPerry03, and it's Juventus. Obviously, they had a derby match this weekend against Torino, and they came out 1-0 winners thanks to Alexandro's third goal of the season. Now, they're still just 1 point behind Napoli, and this match was very, very tight. They had 51% possession. They had 7 shots to Torino's 6. Both sides had 3 on target, so it could have gone either way. But at the moment, when things could have gone either way, they tend to go Juve's way. They've won 9 league games on the trot. They've conceded just 1 goal in that time. And while I was talking about Roma's defence just now, Juve's is absolutely staggering. They've conceded 15 goals in the league. And since losing to Sampdoria 3-2 back in November, they've kept 11 clean sheets in 12 games. Now, to put that in perspective, Napoli have 13 clean sheets overall. Man City have 12 clean sheets overall. Juve have done that in 2 months, pretty much. That's absolutely nuts.
That is stupid. However, as good as that sounds, there was a slight issue for the old lady, as Higuain picked up an ankle injury in the first half and had to be subbed off for Bernardeschi, who did set up Sandro's goal. However, there are rumours he will miss out on the Spurs match on the 7th of March. It's a massive, massive blow. A little bit more positive news though, Dybala made his return from injury, coming on for Douglas Costa on the 66th minute and pulling off 3 shots, the most on the entire pitch. So a bit of bad and good there. Sandro though was outstanding. He had 62 touches, 90% pass accuracy, 3 take-ons completed with a 100% success rate and 1 shot which led to his goal. Next, Juve host Atalanta twice in a matter of days, first in the Serie A and then in the semi-final second leg of the Coppa Italia. Then they travel to Lazio before their Spurs showdown at Wembley. They've got a big month ahead. Patrick, do you think they'll beat Spurs?
No.
What do you guys think though? Let us know in the comments below. We move on to our final loser, and it comes from @Liam A. Stewart, who suggests PSV Eindhoven because they drew 2-2 at home with 9th place Heerenveen and saw Mexican forward Hirving Lozano sent off as well. It's just the 4th time PSV have dropped points this season with 20 wins from 24 matches. And it looked good. In the first half, they were 2-0 up from goals from Santiago Arias and Luke de Jong of Newcastle fame. But Lozano was sent off after basically swinging his arm into his opponent's face. Lozano, though, had assisted Arias' opener and is the Eredivisie's top scorer with 13 goals and 7 assists. 1 goal involvement every 90 minutes, which is very impressive, and I doubt he'll be there next season. However, after half-time, things weren't that good, were they, Patrick?
Yeah, Heerenveen obviously took advantage of being a man up. They had 3 shots, 1 on target in the first half. After Lozano got sent off, 15 shots, 5 on target. Really pinned back PSV. And their goals actually came from a former PSV midfielder in Stein Shahs and also from Iranian international Reza Uchananejad.
Or
Gucci. The Gucci gang. Anyway, checked with Milad that, so let's hope the Iranian pronunciation was correct. Anyway, since 2015-16, Heerenveen have kind of been PSV's bogey team. PSV have dropped more points against them than against anybody else. They've beaten them once, they've drawn 3 times, and they've lost once, which is a pretty poor record given how dominant PSV have been in the Eredivisie. They are still pretty dominant this year, though. They're 5 points clear of Ajax, but they have an inferior goal difference, 37-45. They've got Feyenoord away up next, who of course the reigning champions, and they've got Robin van Persie coming back into a bit of form, scored again. Plus 5th place Utrecht after that. Then 4 games before the end of the season, they play Ajax at home. Ooh. So when you look at those fixtures, it's quite easy to see a way they don't end up winning this title. And Lozano, he scored or created 32% of PSV's league goals this season. So if they're missing him in these next couple of games,
one.
They could go either way. Let us know what you think is going to happen in the Eredivisie in the comments right now.
So that was Euro Roundup. What did you guys think? And have we missed out on any results? Let us know in the comments below. But Patrick, what else has been happening in the FD Famalam?
90 plus 1 facts has 90 plus 1 facts about Harry Kane this week. So if you enjoy speech impediments, you've got Kieran, you've got Harry Kane. Their tongues, there's spit flying around all over the place. But you should definitely make sure that you're subscribed to that channel. And of course, let Kieran know your ideas for topics he should cover in his comments. Make sure you're subscribed as well. Make sure you're liking everything. And if you've got any ideas for new strands, send those to us as well, because we always want to hear from you.
We always do. And on FDFC, the Adidas cold-blooded event went out. It's basically us taking a penalty and trying to keep our nerves under control.
Taking a penalty badly.
Yeah, mine wasn't very good. But make sure you check that out. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.